Before this video gets started, this video is not a place of anger. I'm still buying this game on day one. The video is called Why You Should Get It Used, just because I think that's just the best decision to make. I'm getting it because I want to review it. I want to have just, the typical YouTuber stuff. And I just want to say this is not a National Dex video. I might mention it one or a few times, but I'm not going to complain about the thing that I and a lot of people will never use regardless if it's in or not. But does not mean I want to miss the Pokemon that are not in the game, but with that being said, welcome to the cave, Nick Cave, bringing you guys a new video. This is why you should not buy Pokemon Sword and Shield new. You should get it used from GameStop, from eBay, anywhere you can. If you still want to play the game, pick it up used. Wait a couple weeks, get it used. Now we're going to start with the lies, and this is undeniable fact. If you try to disprove this or argue against it, you're just wrong. Unfortunately, I'm sorry you think the way you do, but you're wrong. This game is filled with lies. Game Freak purposely said that they're not including all the Pokemon, which is not a big deal to me, because they're making all the new models. It's too hard to add all 1,000 Pokemon, which I completely agree with. If they actually made new models, then that's fine. But we're not getting new models. We're getting just nice looking versions of the old models, like the shading, and they just overall they look nice. It's just this is a 3DS model. This is not a Nintendo Switch. Like the same console that brought you Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, and all those great Nintendo games, you get this subpar 3DS game. And some people might not think it's a big deal, but on a TV, those animations are gonna look so weird, which brings into the next thing, which is the stiff animations. They're not getting rid of those animations where the character just spins around, walks stiffly, stops, spins around. Same thing with the Pokemon. That on the 3DS was acceptable, but this is absolutely insane. I'm sorry guys, this is that's unacceptable for me. They should at least put the effort into making animations for the people. If not the Pokemon, that's fine. I mean, that's completely fine. But they already have the animations for the Pokemon, so I don't understand how they can't do it. But for the people, the animations are so stiff. It doesn't even look like a console game. And which, the graphics, man, I can't even describe how bad the graphics are. In some areas it looks beautiful. Anything but the main, the field looks good. That big field, it looks terrible. The trees is not a good example anymore just because it's just been complained about so much. But just look at the grass. Look at everything. It's so low texture. It's low everything about it. It's bad. And I am assuming that it's gonna run like crap too. So please look out for that. That is just gonna be not a good time. And also, this could be into the game portion of this video, but there's in-app purchases, and whatever that means, I don't even know, and I don't even want to know. If they're going to charge for adding the Pokemon back, that is going to be absolutely... people are going to be livid. I think even defenders are going to be mad about that. And not to mention just the little stuff they're taking out. Now you can't soft reset for shiny starters, which is just crazy to me. You have to breed them, which, honestly, I'm not going to soft reset for a starter. But there's always that one thing you thought about and you always wanted to try, but, now you can't. There's no option anymore. You just can't do it. So yeah, Game Freak completely lied. They're blatant lies. If they were honest, if they were just completely honest, it would have been okay. But no, they're lying to you guys. You guys just don't, defenders don't understand. And remember, this is not coming from a place of anger. Every time I want to get myself excited for Pokemon Sword and Shield, something new comes out about it, and my excitement resets. It just becomes disappointment, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. Let's start with this one. This game is not going to be long. There's no Elite Four. There are only 10 routes in the game. Yes, 10 routes. They better be big routes, and I hope those big areas make up for the lack of routes. But to me, this is just ridiculous. I've read an article that said don't expect the game to be as big, bigger than the other games, which to me is just crazy. This is supposed to be the first ever home console Pokemon game. We should be excited. We should be over the moon right now. This the excitement for Sword and Shield should be big, but it's not. It's just not. But the game is not going to be big at all. There's no Relief 4, and apparently gym leaders only have up towards the 3 Pokemon, so it's not even going to be challenging anymore. You can't catch Pokemon a higher level than you are. I want to be excited about this game. I really, really do. Like, I want to be hyped, but I can't be hyped. It's so disappointing, man. Like, man, I don't know. Next thing I want to talk about is the missing features like Mega Evolution, Z Crystals. Yeah, those are gone. Z Crystals, no one really cared, honestly. But Mega Evolution, that was just a cool thing Pokemon had that I expected to keep going. Like, I expected to see like Gen 7 Megas, but no, that's not happening. It didn't happen. That sucks. Like, come on, guys. Why not? And I want to say, too, that Gen 7 was the generation that got me back into Pokemon, and I really loved those games. So coming off of those games and seeing how much stuff was packed into it, and just coming to this, I'm speechless on how just disappointing these games are going to turn out to be. I'm still hoping that the story at least is going to be good. That is all I want. And here brings me to my next point, Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing. Gigantamaxing is cool. I like the alternate form. It should have been just Megas. Like, include like Dynamax Megas. Like, just include Megas at the, as a normal Pokemon game, because that should have been a feature that stayed. And add Dynamaxing so your Megas can Dynamax. That should have been just a natural progression type of thing, but it's not. It changes like, there's a Charizard Dynamax, and like, why aren't we getting Dynamax for the starters? Like, why is it see, guys, the names are so weird, but like, I don't understand why we have to do this every year gimmick thing, like Kamen Rider and like, Super Sentai and Digimon stuff. Like, why do we have to do these yearly gimmicks that go away? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit Pokemon. It doesn't make the game interesting. It's just something fun to try out. Don't get too attached to it. And this is pretty much the end of the video. I think those are some pretty valid reasons to get the game used. These Pokemon games are going to be, unfortunately, probably not the best generation. I still think it'd be better than Gen 1, obviously, and Gen 3, because those generations are not too good. But, yeah, guys, I go more in depth on these problems in my discussion video, which you can watch in the card or in the links description, or just going on my channel. But those are my reasons why you should buy Pokemon Sword and Shield used. I'm not forcing you, of course, because, everyone's gonna buy it anyway, but food for thought. Just, like, if you're gonna buy the game, think about it, look deeper into its problems, and then decide from there. I'm not trying to make you do anything, obviously. If you want to do it, be my guest, I don't care. But I think it's for the greater good that we don't support Game Freak and we don't give them the money, because they truly don't deserve it, and they're now Nintendo's EA. With that being said, Nick Cave signing out. See you in the next one.